What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. They just came out with the schedule earlier today, about an hour ago. They came out with some news earlier today saying that they're going to start letting some staff into the team facilities. So that's kind of phase one of getting this offseason started. So kind of excited about that, but at the same time, I mean, thinking about people's safety, I don't know if that's pretty much the right thing to do. But you got $1 billion organization that's just worried about getting some more money. But let's go ahead and look at the schedule. Preseason week 1, we're going against the Jets. That's, just a throwaway game. We'll see like one series from Sam Darnold, one series from Daniel Jones. Saquon probably isn't playing at all in the preseason. You know the drill. Week 2, Tennessee Titans. Nothing really to look forward to there. Week 3, Packers. That'll be an exciting game. And you know why? We're going to have Andrew Thomas going against either Preston Smith or Zadarius Smith. So that's going to be a really good test, and it's going to be a test for our offensive line overall. So I'm excited for that. We'll see our secondary against Davante Adams. Obviously, it's the beginning of the season. It's vanilla. But it's something to base ourselves on. It's something to see, where we are as far as the secondary. And then that last game is the Patriots. We always end up really playing them that last preseason game, so I'm not surprised. But here's a surprise right here. This first game, and as you see me looking down, I'm looking at my computer. This first game, we're playing against the Steelers. And this is such a relief because every single year we end up going to Dallas against the Cowboys. I mean, literally every year. And we end up losing most of the time. It's their home field advantage. It's a division game. And more than likely, the close games are going to go to it's going to go to the home team. So I'm very glad that we're playing the Steelers the first week. I don't think the Steelers are going to be that good this year. I think that Ben Roethlisberger is going to be a complete, I think he's washed. I think he's done. So that's just my opinion on that. I think he's done. And I don't think that they're good enough to beat us. I think that Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, along with, this Andrew Thomas addition, this is going to be too much firepower. Evan Ingram is going to be healthy at least week 1. And that's too much firepower. They really won't be able to do much with this. Minkah Fitzpatrick's pretty good, but best thing he can do is pretty much try to come up and guard Evan Ingram. And at that point, you're leaving all of our receivers pretty much single covered. And nothing really over there scares me. I mean, the Steelers, it's not 2006, man. They're done. So week 1, we're going ahead and we're going to get that victory. Week 1, starting off 1-0, going into Chicago. Yes, they have Khalil Mack, but pretty much what else is there? I mean, Nick Foles is there in Matt Nagy's offense. He may play like Super Bowl Nick Foles, or he may just be a scrub again. So we don't really know much about what the Bears are going to do. And Nick Foles, Mr. Trubisky, I see us picking them off 3 or 4 times, causing some fumbles. And that'll be that. We're going to beat the Bears pretty easily, about 2 scores at least. When I say 2 scores, I mean at least 10 points. So that's how I see the Bears game going. I don't, if you want unbiased content, don't come here. I'm going to be biased towards the Giants as long as I think that we have a chance to do anything. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you every time. So, 49ers, as much bias as I have at the beginning of the season against that run game and against that defense, no, we're not beating the 49ers. Not that early in the season. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not a complete idiot. I don't think he'll completely just turn the ball over as much times for us to be able to win that game. Daniel Jones might have a few turnovers. He's known to drop the ball. He's known for it. I mean, we saw it, but hopefully we won't do it that much this year, but I don't think that we're going to be able to beat the 49ers that early in the season. But LA Rams, we're beating those guys. So, Jared Goff, he's hot, he's cold, he's hot, he's completely awful. We don't know what's going on with Jared Goff. They got rid of Brandon Cooks. They replaced him with somebody, I think, but I can't really remember. And I don't think that the Rams are going to be, I don't think they're going to be able to beat us. Jared Goff, he's going to get exposed as pretty much the second best quarterback on the field that day. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Aaron Donald won't be enough, and we're going to win this game. So we're starting off 3-1 going into Dallas. We're going into Dallas, and you're going to have CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, all their weapons, all of their star players. Blake Jarwin, you're going to have Michael Gallup, and you're going to have Andy Dalton, throwing it all over the field. So, Dallas, I see us winning that game. Andy Dalton, Dak Prescott, it's going to be a battle, and we'll see who comes out as victorious. But being serious, I see us winning this game, and I see them still figuring it out this early in the season. They have a high-powered offense, but it's a division game, and I see Daniel Jones is really hitting his stride. What's that, the 5th week of the season? I see him hitting his stride. I see Saquon Barkley hitting his stride, and they're going to be competing with each other. They see, who's the most valuable player, at least on the team. So going into that next week, you're going to have the Redskins. Dwayne Haskins is complete garbage. He's complete garbage. We probably will be playing against Kyle Allen at this point, but let's just say for fun, it's Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins is going to get blown out. He stinks. He sucks. The Redskins suck. Moving on, I don't care how many Chase Youngs you have, how many Montez Sweats you have. You stink. The Redskins are not good. So moving on to the next game, Eagles. I have us losing that game. Just because it's the Eagles, they'll pull off something strange. It'll probably be a 78-yard field goal, and we'll lose that game. So far I have us going win against the Steelers, win against the Bears, loss against the 49ers, win against the Rams, win against the Cowboys, and win against the Redskins. So far we started off 5-1. So, 5-1, loss against the Eagles. So next week we go against the Buccaneers. I see that as a really close, competitive, entertaining game, but I see us losing to Tom Brady in the clutch. He's going to probably get the ball last, and that'll be that. So we'll have 2 losses back-to-back, but guess what? Then Dwayne Haskins, we get to go down to D.C. and play Dwayne Haskins. So that's a win. So we're starting off 6-2. Or no, I had the record wrong before. So we're starting off 6-3. So that's a win at the Steelers, win at the Bears, win at the Rams, win at the Cowboys, win at the Redskins, and then you got losses against the 49ers, the Eagles, and the Buccaneers. So 6-3. Going back to the Eagles, I have a splitting with the Eagles, so that's a win. Carson Wentz, who knows if he'll be healthy? That could be, it could be an easy win for both because we don't know if Carson Wentz is going to be healthy. And Jalen Hurts will be there, but I don't think he's as good as Carson Wentz. But either way, whoever's playing, I have us winning that game. Bengals next. Joe Burrow, I'm an LSU fan. I he's probably in my top 3 or 4 favorite quarterbacks in the league. Joe Burrow is, but I don't think he's going to be able to beat us. So that's starting off 8-3, if I'm counting this right. So, yep. So it's starting us off 8-3 after this Bengals game. Going into Seattle, I have us playing against Russell Wilson and losing. He's going to run all over the place. Our front 7 is not dominant enough. I'll wait and see, what our linebackers look like running all over the field. But I don't think that we're going to be able to be dominant enough in that front 7 to really get Russell off, out of what he wants to do. And I think we're going to lose that game. So starting off 8-4, then going down to Arizona, or they come to us. So Kyler Murray's coming to New York, and we're going to have to pay him back for last year. He threw like 2 passes last year. Got all the credit for that win, even though all he did was hand the ball off. But mind you, Kyler Murray is a really good quarterback. Kyler Murray is going to be really good, and that's a promise. But I see this as being a shootout, and I just see us winning. We have the better running back, and I think we have the better quarterback because he proved it last year. If you look at the games, you look at the stats, played like 4 less games than him, and he had more touchdowns. And if you prorate it, he would have had more rushing yards than the running quarterback. But that's him beating Kyler Murray week whatever. Week whatever we beat Kyler Murray. And that'll be a shootout. The Browns, oh my God. Poor Odell, he's going to have to get blown out. They're going to get blown out. It's going to be a horrible day. And Odell's going to be on the sideline screaming and, you know, yelling at the top of his lungs and acting like an idiot. And it's going to be fun for us to watch, but at the same time it'll be sad because you're like, maybe he could still be here, but Odell had to go. And he's going to have to watch us blow him out, and it's going to be sad. So we did send him to Cleveland to die. We did. Going against the Ravens, that's a wrap. We're losing that game. We're losing. So Lamar Jackson is going to run crazy against us. That game will be a Saquon game. Can we control the clock? Can we keep it away from Lamar? But I have us losing that game. And then going against the Cowboys that last week, I have us losing. And if you add that all up, if I'm doing this right, we're 10-6. So maybe somebody will correct me on that. But like I said, if you add all it up, I have us going 10-6. The Cowboys, I have going 12-4. With Andy Dalton, I have them being better than what they would be with Dak Prescott. Andy Dalton is extremely underrated, and he gets labeled as like some horrible player. But the Giants they're going to go 10-6 going off of this schedule. And that last week will be a loss against the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb will be in his stride. Amari Cooper will be in his stride. Michael Gallup is there. They have too many weapons, and you pair those guys with Ezekiel Elliott, and it's almost not fair. Then you have DeMarcus Lawrence there, and you're praying to God that Aldon Smith doesn't, wake up, because if he does, then that's the best roster in the league. So we'll see how this goes. But right now, I have the Giants getting in as a wild card at 10-6. So if Giants fans think that we're going to do worse, we're going to think we're going to do better, you guys let me know in the comments. What do you think our record is going to be? Who do you think is going to break out? I got Daniel Jones breaking out. I got Andrew Thomas having a solid season. But, let me know what you think about this season. What about this schedule? If you're a fan of another team, let me know. Did I disrespect your team? Did I just have us, just mollywhopping your team and you think you're going to do better? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Diggy546. I'm out.